And ka beda no otumfo moma wakokache doctors say munja mo strike no still no mom otumfo disrespect your friend say President Mahama.
Konfanochi teaching hospital doctors say almost strike no omo de aba ewiye every say otumfo say tutu na ni omo kasaye.
Good suspense strike after government check Akuffo intervention. Inti President Akuffo di kan kasa no man fi it had to take government check. Mon fan ko check kitchen blogger no on read this kitchen blogger has the audacity. And then I'm no name 32 way and sem for me what this so-called kitchen blogger also so-called papa ayo hene.
Say nka menhia paniye pe so ankobu eye NDC abanya menhia will never.
Who free him one wo where President Wallace be say who born dog say what na wo person wo check say mo tun for fana no nkoto asem bi hey
Manhyia does not employ anybody.
Shade o chere bi ya wo ye hwan
Nchemeye bem de vim lady and decide say eba social media any enemy modern day attacks ahodo a ono ene beye obaya asantewa of social media ono so be repel attacks a ebeba asanteman Manhyia any sikedwa so what you say enti ene vim lady aba boot for boot wa match Kevin Taylor ni nyina the confirmation stand off eventually otumfo say tutu Asantehene we just a phone call from Abuchirimpo the nanu tumu ema nurses for any doctors decided say afi do mbesan so akoye adwuma ekotrega Kevin Taylor ne NDC supporters bi emum bi dwaye tibiki ken ko madwene de kira Asantehene ene Asanteman say sabi otumfo abaye no ho sabi prime minister eno no interfere in government business because omo ntia say adinti na president any those political figures ne kan ye amfa no otumfo na no betum de afa abusia Kevin Taylor dwaye. Eventually, a broad story be one time where Tamale Teaching Hospital on strike. It may cause so Emma Agyapong intervention. Emma almost suspended strike in this statement. Ebaye. Ene Vim lady etimi e the another fact aba. Ya just one also society incident e cause so ewo Accra when Butafo so etimi cause strike under President Akuffo at the time. Emma eteki gamante or no intervention. Emma omutimi suspended strike now and also omutimi ko adwuma. Nina obi anya issues for who enti ene edi enti na esa Asantehene otumfo say tunsu timi se confirm no chamanfo na doctor say e ko striker ordinary otum ni agya abusia amanfo bi adwa ene Vim lady wa match Kevin Taylor boot for boot ya chese wa kan me bi kura ko so papa bi eso ya chese wo chem se o papa na obunu no agini di ya won de won si ni form so o hene no so agini di no obuna yente o papa nkanda so papa na no ato national issues even central region what we did in Mpuno. Asem so enya report say ordinary no atumi atum intervene amana asidia. How dare Kevin Taylor say or no etimi Asantehene won.
So nobody should come here and give me any cock and bull story say and Akuffo at the time man can say equalization NDC journalists of one sorry I no more making no because they be ameka say ye mu be because we have the microphone we are the voice of omukasa enru baby and if we decide to sleep if we decide say yen kasa if we decide say NDC be mo kitchen blogger didi attempt yen kasa yen complain yen criticize ya now we are failing the very people who don't have a voice omunti any old microphone no because here there because you want yansan ya titi e ofie ntie metena ma yesa bi aboakwase and ya makache mo kitchen blogger na no ahede didi otumfo atem I'll come back to that issue anyhow on ready how lack of knowledge, how lack of understanding, how lack of comprehension, lack of intellectualism, or did he attempt just to expose himself? And I'm saying I no so did he attempt no, or so I want to say, oh, media may issues, but because only capacity to do intellectual analysis, only capacity to read, only capacity to understand, only capacity to appreciate knowledge, even his attempt to so person say all kind issues, no, na fe adani atem didie. And I bet then otumfo moma wakokache doctors say munja mo strike no so no otumfo disrespect your friend saying President Mahama, which is far from the truth. And ya no credit so otumfo in kontumfo ntina ho na kan nkofo nwu e wo kumase konfanoche akanya no mom na kade nugase be President Mahama. But again I'm saying that oni nyansane understanding and intellectual knowledge this is the default mode e ho no de beko but here man kwan mo nya aboakwase bi this is an intellectual space. And we will use intellectualism to debunk the lies. Missy show we first say fact over lies. Yem pentro, but we will use the fact to debunk the lies and expose the lies and intro settings and scam no. Because President Mahama say full soldiers a kitchen blogger in Akuffo no ti omo. President Mahama yenim no almighty President Mahama when need that form very principled person. What the politics I say you were a Democrat, you were a principled person. Not the kitchen blogger na President Mahama ti no. And this guy is also bragging about it. President Mahama tie no. President Mahama he has refused to listen to noble people, experienced people like so for Akuffo, and now Otie kitchen blogger in Crawford, Otie food soldiers see on Crawford. It's sad. Nti President Mahama legacy apese ojani. Legacy a opese ojani ne kitchen blogging legacy. When the person they say kitchen blogger and kasa openly wakase President Mahama na afa no one man adwuma. Enti na say ye road 2 na say tutu baby opim so. Opim so boa wa ba nyina na say wona wasoma na so medi na atam. Anya once anya to do opim so atam. Na anu ya cross opim so na ye Ghana problem. Otumfo ye Ghana problem because wakoka che doctor say mo nko strike, omunko no omunko ji nkrofo nkwa. Anka otumfo betimi aka say oyedi oyi nani. Yesi panyin na otena fie man kolare na nka no ye kana nka rekufo anka oka ho. But otumfo say David not on his watch. And this a president cannot a doctor sisu omuntie. And on fana konya yin anim onyam kosere doctor say me pamocho we de momra. Na doctor say ayera yenim de why am ayen. Yenim niema obetimi aye so de amayen. Ene yenim se de bia oboy so de ye de ofere. Senya wo kra yera otufo na se to baby opem so ya. Akonwa na wote so no fere ntu de ye beko. Na se otufo letter otro ye nti nipa nwu. Anko betimi atena ne baby akase nko onfi kra. In any case I saw this thing. Remember Matia me do letter no so. Otufo in 2026 under President Akuffo under a friend saying President Akuffo there was guta demonstration guta for cause strike. Yera ni manche gamanche nyumahabo waladon nyumahabo walada na gamanche a statement no catch a guta for sremo strike action munjai. President Akuffo catch a guta for ninja strike. Or if President Akuffo cry, he had to take gamanche. It took gamanche for gamanche to come out and beg a ready or slow my mom strike because gamanche him say a crass as an ananum neguo and a business or mudidi anything a man called for sunya bidie or more to a near my was as so menum there take it near the omojina because of a dreadful goon cranty and almost sunya be assembly soon says can be to omka striker a lot of people will be affected into a slow. Obia meye gamanche mami me say mo kitchen blog and no also onsua de o and also onsua de ne de we must make sure say ye be kire ne nyansa because we must force him to study, we must force him to read. We must force him to read. No who say Ghana no enye bibia na ye propaganda and enye bibia na say de make de bia no sebi brusa mpreduasa eye aboakwase asa na ade achi aboakwase asa na ade achi no. Ya wo nimdie wo hono ma ye de boa ma oman no fa no tuma pefra enimdie wo hono ma we should not let anybody parade himself or pretend it as onim bibia ma and o spew just so that obenya bibia gina so abedidi atem benya bibia gina so abedidi ye nananom ene ye mpanifo akese atem else a little reading or reading research kitu bi ankobo nsenye otumfo nko na Ghana in the history of Ghana was they say workers enko back no monko ye aduma nye otumfo nko ahemfo akese aye bi because ahemfo ka ho na oman ye and it's good say ahemfo to me do omho jim because before politicians say ba Ghana ne ya na nanom ahemfo no omo bo Ghana ho ban omo na omo kuta power omo na omo manage your mind. This is Guta suspend strike after Gamanche and Akuffo intervention. Inti President Akuffo did kan kasa no man fi he had to take Gamanche. Mon fan ko check kitchen blogger no on read no research or research and ko bon sa de mon fan ko chere no. And this is published Herald newspaper. On kin kind wo hu. And ka on met na on meka say ye real 2 for na say to baby open so nya me kese. Ono and no disrespect President Mahama. E dey na ye disrespect so hene beka say senka nipa begu wonom na nkofo begu mi hu video bi ama America so aba hospital ye nya obi ahwe na koma na okono okowu a ene eyi nyakopon betua nkofo ka chese okwa she was even cursing the hospital it in kotu for ma san nkofo nyina nwu omo mu fi sem bebe omo mu fi sefi omo de referral cases eba confanochi mind you confanochi en serve Ashanti region pe o serve all the other regions omo de referral cases ba ho urologists no ni ade ni omo cardio doctors omo gu wonom e no too force there be se minister akoka omo antie President Mahama ka omo antie ma me hwe se akonwa yi enumonyam wo mu aye nananom sunsum nyina wa akonwa nu ma me fa ma no nkotum bi se bi omo beba no ma gye nipa nkwa because Ghana cholera ye history especially and they are flooding in Nhyira to and flooding near the cholera crabet me kumobi malaria bet me kumobi if the person doesn't get timely care. For the nanwa tumbi. This kitchen blogger has the audacity. I didn't know any 32 way and send for me what this so-called kitchen blogger also so-called papa hene. I was central region that ben now papa accident baby see central region kwa papa cradin and near abetumbi. So drivers more driver cramunya ye da ben. And so for the nyame kese de nakonya boase no doctors yesrem a mo de mo ne politicians okra wa asem se bia one mo ankase yie na mo kra yesrem ada we de mo de ma ye hwe the technicalities because asem ba ne ye ka yesi asem ye de ya no na ye ka asem o ye mfa seka ndwa asem ba ne ye ka ye nhwe de ye right ye nhwe de ye right especially when it involves the life when it involves human life. So when minister na right or minister work doctors na they be interested in the moment no you better than ajinkrofonkwa you better than ajinkrofonkwa in that particular moment. I go to for the Ghana constitution here clear to politicians ahemfo mo nye politics although ye nyina nim ahemfo ane omo ye politics openly so to for fanano ntum in any case in fact when you go 2016 obi a we reasonable person when you go 2016 President Mahama ebeye ye nti obi ani ade ene otumfo na ne kosai otumfo nka ne nana ne President Mahama na anu ana boko mamprusi ne kusa asifo yi yewra President Mahama kasa excellency kra ede adwuma ne ma President Mahama dai nana otumfo that's no kan o say oni otumfo nyina na nyini ye nti wo kitchen blogger you cannot na wo just on free cry yesen unfree yesen wo ya hwan ufree hin wa na wo we President Wallace be say who born dog say what na wo person wo che say mo otumfo fa na no nkoto asem bi hwe de o kire bi ya wo ye hwan enne otumfo kasa ye nti strike na che na say kitchen blogger on kan ya de on read no intellectual capacity brain no capacity nyina ne atemdie so when you stop him from doing atemdie pe na wapen because the default mode of the brain no atemdie ojaya atemdie no only any relevancy o de ahwenanse nyina ye stop no atemdie no ya ka na na me ne me yire ne baby etie no ne ntumi nti aka ne aka na me yire opamio na say nse hunu sa sebi obi ese nkwasi akeka sa na nani so atente kwasi akeka sa na Yesu aba kwasi akeka sa na Yesu aba enko ready kakra onim ade anko betimi akenkan a ka okenkan ma hu se good gamanche wetumi aboa me ya stop ayida na yankopon sha gamanche ntira mkate ni gamanche nyuma ha bol wala da yankopon sha gamanche because susume wona konya na oteso no na Akuffo ado krakasa ya gutafo ntie no gamanche di na no tumbe gutafo se dabi na na akasa dia na ono na ti akonya kase so won kan enti agiatum ye be jai strike no mu jai strike no but you have the audacity to say yamma okwan na be didi otumfo attempt for stopping people from dying for getting the doctors back to na mom de ono mom tena ho no man nkrofo da nkonwa mu for treatment onu de onu mom tena ho ye hwe han ya na nkonwa ni bed ni emergency ward de onu mom tena ho ye hwe han ya na fe nkofo kra beje oma wo ye de nkofo to fom ansa ne ahwe omo no onu de onko kese no agenda setting ti no ye ntu ye ni nsi otumfo so the same people ya na say otumfo tu kom ne nam kate ene akoche otumfo ene akoche otumfo so mani ewu ene na otumfo abrofo ne edi kese na ye de palankon yesi ye ji otumfo nchia no enim guase de ebi mad otumfo so da abroni beye ni adwemone otumfo na adwuma ne sunsum no what he does is to build Ghana help and any otumfo nko a togbi afede ni tumi a togbi afede wo me see sono na sogli power plant togbi afede ne kofa free China buy and ye can power generation capacities a Ghana wa togbi afede power plant oh yes sono na sogli e ka ho na Ghana enti enya kane a Ghana chiefs are omo buama o mine nation building akọ nanim ahemfo omo buama Ghana mine akọ nanim gamanche ne no nam ha no ye project education fund na say what ne fund or boa or ye say or ha helping to build Ghana bidi na gamanche stop a strike no and so abroni be ye the kitchen blogger me say adwen on de no ye medidi atem ye nko because ye tua na ka be say ono na say ono agya to mpin say Mahama na abọ ne pa nti say President Mahama obetena ho abo bi pa na so odi mpanifo akese atem even people are helping you dagbon Asempa ye nim nkofo efre omu kusase ne ade ba wa wonim nkofo efre omu Kwaku commission wonim so otumfo ni nyina otumfo has been involved na so obetena ma o kitchen blogger aya law ye frɛ bibi se by acquiescence by your conduct oni ye wan kan kire no krase didi abc di atem na se wona wafa na adwuma na se nipa no didi nkofo atem na wan ka hwea you are vicariously responsible. You are vicariously liable for defamation or defaming nkofo no. Nti president mama told you na no maybe we akira omo wo che ni mu nyina beka bi. Eno maybe wo mu a enye kitchen blogger ne pe ne benya obi a wo na wabɔ ne pa obi a wo ka ho obi a wo na wo ye no yodium obi a wo na hye ne kutupa mu nyina mbenya bi. It's just sad. So nko otumfo wa adwen pa ono yesi ahemfo nye politics but at least ne de kakra de bebo development or de eboa talk we after ne de kakra de bebo development or de eboa bi ne de oye house of folk or de eboa enti se wo so otumfo koye contribution ye fundraising ye de bi boa konfa noche we children's nye ho man ye ko raise fund ye de so ho and so adwen money nti ye running it down nti this is the reason so that wo ye food soldier now so obenya opportunity obetie you see say ahemfo to me boa ma strike ende. Enti so otumfo boa ma strike na ekofo konfanache na endia otumfo is not alone gamanche wa boa bi da ama yeye ni nyina na boa ye positive ye fo na so bon semma ahemfo no se piao onkoso nye enti gamanche aye bia ade na otumfo de obedi na tem because ono o time bi or resentment bi or harbor some hatred bi for Asantehene enti bi Asantehene be ye anytime also or running it down emma so let me say me say na no me can me say anytime obebo Asantehene otufo din we will come back and fire it. We'll come back and debunk it. A fact over lies and trony mo obi akwan emma on say asem ni nyina oti ase no kra na wom no yebeka and this same confanochi issue ya kwa
when the president speaks is a policy that the minister must implement. Nobody has the right to close any portion of a health facility without the consent of the health minister. So the decision of the minister is not subject to the review of the board. It is the decisions of the board that is subject to the review of the minister. Mr. Speaker, in this case, I invited the CEO and I inquired whether what he has done was not contrary to the position of Mr. President. Mr. Speaker, the man admitted and apologized before me and other officers. Mr. Speaker, in order to send a clear signal, and punitive actions are meant to serve as deterrent. Mr. Speaker, we then proceeded to direct the board to allow the said CEO to sit aside for 2 weeks and then investigate the PRO. Mr. Speaker, is this a decision I needed the approval of the House to do so?
Era Akando health minister no na minua ba ma ukonya e no posti wo Facebook o si Akando Asempa anya abutre Akando Asempa anya abutre wo ha wani ya wo de na ayeden Akando na ayeden all these bureaucratic processes how can a president can say nobody has the right to close down any emergency ward. This is no unreasonable because sebi adena one beka se president say mo obi ankoda from me and treaty no adena one beka nche say mo obi ankoda konwum. Does it even sound right to you say a whole emergency department bed the wo honom ye one mako 37 but they have patients 69 patients the wo honom and you are talking about bureaucratic policies like this is the standard president say mo obi ankoda adena president krona nkoma bed kofanochi hono Adden one comma bed and comforter from the treaty omono. Sometimes Asempa, you look at the substance of the issue. So to me, it comes with implied power. Say if there are anything a kahumbia a bebwa amani pana managinoa on fankahum. It doesn't mean say that there be any pan 1+1 comra home mebusao. No. One mani panu to me so managing hospital. There is a board that is working with the chief executive. Board and then they say ya approve chief executive ni say ya nhwe ye na say the nipa abo apeso wo hospital ha no ye man ye say ya nipa bewu nti ye closing it down na ye manage emergency cases no na ye wi a na asanfa cases ni biom. This is a reasonable thing. Nti instead say wo minister wakwakoto asem no so a wo be check the reasonableness of asem no a decision na board no CEO na take no. You are rather focusing on just say power say na president aka say and na president buy no can say nipa yen nkofo da form yen nkofo mo meda form president ka say yen nkofo mo meda form ana president ka say yen nkofo mo meda nkonwom mu entreaty omo ada na president provide all the resources yenim say a third world country inti nyeden the president cannot provide all the resources for every hospital inti hospital na djuma ne say implied they must manage. They must manage. Inti say one man no ebi a bed baako no betimi am manage am oye no nipa mienu abade ada bed no so na bia wetimi ahwe omu nyina nse so obepam baako so nkofie nkowu no ene no betimi aye ne saa. That is the implied power. Busa any bia umo obi power, it comes with implied power, implied authority. Say nipa no bibia ojiri say reasonably obey account no. So if you look at the reasonableness of the issue, you don't even suspend the person. Decision now take here and as minister was bad. And Nhyira can do na mka say president mama ministers na kasa they are failing him no. Or person prove ya say chinchini decision we taking here right. And then the CEO no and they say and it counts with nobody has authority. What has authority when people are dying? Nipa wu also authority. Nipa da akonyom also authority. Into obi be wo a yenye na wo in the with authority na authority now can any emfanye nipa wo. Nipa wu na wo say emergency surgery. Meanwhile, bed be any emergency department or the authority there is emergency surgery. No, you must admit to say as minister, me I can't do your madam for, but you must admit that you were wrong. You just went overboard. You were too Ebiano. This is the same aggressive posture, and I can't only take a decision or the suspending minister. No, and Kaudia see as said be obi fum kuma yemfum dwa mebo anya sa na yeka no. Enti yemfa say somebody need to be a CEO no shawase no. Why bibi enya wo na wo frɛ no. No, I can say, look, say if the bigger motive, but I had a church and say you wanted to save lives in Kwadia and in action, you will not be suspended for it. This is normal, basic corporate governance law, basic corporate governance rules. Where nya dey be a chiro so pass to be obi a why adwuma in corporate structure be anim say sometimes omo obi position no ye adwuma sometimes nipa ne betimi akọ aye mistake your friend consio ne boy it's even admitting the minister ne can say CEO na ye adwuma say botaya adwin e we kire ne say or the begging microphone kwan say dey obi mmewu a you don't suspend the man. Because when him said the motive no was only motivated by a positive objective to save lives, which is the major objective. He now the doctors swear oath no I can't own swear be. So you don't know this objective. It's sad. Now I could not trying to justify the unjustifiable. You are trying to justify the unjustifiable. You had no business suspending the doctor. But doctor say what Ghana ombe di no mahwe. And these are the things can't be President Mahama popularity ratings for man. I research by because popularity rating for no mashada kofa Musa Dankwa say Musa Dankwa be neutralize. Oh, President Mahama the popularity ratings nya no cre. Ade obi anya Ghana ni ana. And the normal any Musa Dankwa in political analysis. Of course, you so the research or say but we also know say any research be abetro say any normal tangent of political trajectory better say politician be eba o first year no or 100% approval rating o second year na drop it that is the normal scheme